The noise is getting louder, and as such, only distinct or unique sounds can be heard. 2026 is not the year to be a copy, and here is how. Hello Tribers, welcome back to the channel. How are you doing today? I would like to start today's video with a quote, something I came up with really, but as I wrote it, I found out that wow, this is something that we should hear and we should think about. You are gold, but if you miss the work of your processing and purification, then you are not fit for the throne or the crown. Let me take that one more time. You are gold, but if you miss the work of your processing and purification, then you are not fit for the throne or the crown. We often hear the word authenticity. Oh, she's so real, she's so relatable, she's so down to earth, he has no airs, and stuff like that. But I got curious as to why is it that despite all the need to form, despite all the need to package, not that you should not package, but despite all the need to look like somebody else or be on your best at all times, why is it that people are always attracted or drawn to things that are real, original, and down to earth? So I decided to ask ChatGPT, and here is what I got. I think it is because authenticity feels like relief. So much of life asks us to perform, be competent, be polished, be fine. After a while, that gets tiring even to watch. Not to talk of live inside. When someone shows up as they actually are, a bit unfinished, a bit honest, it quietly tells everyone else you can breathe here. There's also trust in it. Authentic people tend to feel predictable in a good way. What you see is what you get. No guessing games, no second layer to decode later. Our brains like that. Our hearts really like that. So when you look at this, honestly, it begs the question, why does it look like on social media we have to put up things that set standards and bars so high for people to look at and feel like, oh, I want to look like this person or I want to be like this person? We're going to really delve into authenticity and what can help you stand out in 2026. Now, when you think about the fact that the world wants authenticity, you begin to wonder, and it draws you to the awesomeness of who God is. God has made over 1 billion people, and millions more are being born today. Tomorrow, more will still be born. And yet, everybody is special, unique, different, carries something that identifies them, if not for anything, the print on your thumb that makes you different, makes you stand out in 2026. You must dig in, discover that thing, own it, hone it, and show it in 2026 for you to be a voice to be reckoned with. Now, here's the reason I feel that many people have a tendency to want to be like somebody else. I believe it's because we see the finished product. We see somebody who has worked on themselves. We see the results that they are getting. We see how they are showing up for themselves in the world daily. And we see, oh, this is the outcome. And then we begin to try to imitate or model or copy their current or their present status, right? We're trying to copy how they dress. We're trying to copy their makeup. We're trying to copy their hair. We're trying to copy how they speak, how they walk, and the things that they do. And we are ignoring the process of becoming. Remember the quote I said at the beginning. If you ignore the processing and the purification of gold, then you're not fit for the crown. If you went to the market to buy a gold jewelry and it's the way in the raw form that the gold was brought out that it is given to you, you will probably not buy it. You may not even know the value because you might not even see the value in that state. But the moment it is polished, the moment it is refined, the moment it is carved or has been put into the shape of a jewel or jewelry that you like or that you can appreciate, then the value even doubles or the value increases. So the truth is, while you're looking at the finished product that is the attraction that is drawing you at this point in time, the truth is that there is work that went into it. And you cannot afford to ignore the work. You cannot afford to ignore the process of your becoming and then just focus on the finished product. You must go through the phases. There is a foundation that upholds the structure of the building that you're seeing. And the unique thing is this: when it is just the foundation, when they're still digging the ground, it's messy, it's dirty. Even the process of building entirely is dirty and messy. But the thing is this: you can never finish digging a foundation and hang your decorations and put up everything for your house on the foundation that is inside the ground. No, the foundation is not painted, it's not colorful, it's not nice, but you need a solid foundation to uphold a strong structure. If you don't work on the foundation, for instance, and you just do something shoddy, now I'm referring to the work that is needed to be done on yourself in the hidden place of your closet. If that work is not done, then whatever it is that you hang on the building, eventually that building will come crumbling down. And at that point, you would have to go back to the beginning to begin to build. And sometimes even when people have built something and something happens and it crumbles, if the foundation has already been dug and the foundation has been right, you find that the person can easily begin to rebuild in a new field of interest or even in the same field. You may also know this about foundations, that the higher the building is going to go, the higher a thing will go, even the higher or the taller trees are going to become, or the longer they will last, the further down or the deeper they must go down beneath. So you must learn to take roots downwards before you come upwards. That brings me to a thought I had at the beginning of this year. Your offline life must support your online life. So this speaks to showing many things on social media, and I don't have any problem with social media presence or social media showings or social media anything. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that your offline life must support your online life. Who we know you to be online, when you are offline, let's see you as someone who is relatable. We're not saying that you are not a work in progress, because the truth is, cameras only really capture the perfect moment. So we can understand, yes, we have off days. And I guess that is why these kind of shows, these live shows and live streaming, or there's something they're called, when you are on TV and then we're seeing your whole life, your day-to-day life. There's something these things are called, like Big Brother and all those things, which is probably why some of those things get a lot of attention, because you're seeing the everyday living of the person. You're seeing when they make mistakes, you're seeing when they fall. So it's very relatable. So it's still something like this. People love authenticity. People love to see how real, even though some of these things are also scripted. They do claim it is unscripted, but some of them, I believe, are scripted. So it is important for us to make sure that whatever it is that we do behind the scenes or behind the camera corresponds to what we see in front of the camera. So what are the 5 steps you should be taking to ensure that you stand out in 2026 with your own unique voice, your own unique code, and your own unique message or purpose, calling, vision, whatever you may call it? Number 1, choose you. Love you. Prioritize you. I'm not saying in a selfish manner, but I'm saying choose yourself. Take the time to study, to understand you, to appreciate you, to know that you are special and you're unique, and there is no need to be a copy, right? So first of all, become almost self-absorbed in understanding what works for me, what makes me tick, how do I function. Take the time to study what makes you show up as your best self, What are the things that bring out the best that God has put in you? There are optimum, or what I call it, the most appropriate environments and conditions under which you can perform or function optimally. So it is important that you go inwards and take the time and study who is this person that God has made, and understand what works for you and how things work with you. Number two, do the deep intentional work needed for the future that you want to see. So the fact that you have studied yourself and discovered certain things about yourself doesn't mean that all that you see is perfect. Remember the gold? There's certain parts of it that the impurities that need to be removed. So there will be things in you that you need to work on, that you need to walk through in order for the best part of you to show forth. So you're going to see your strengths, you're going to see your weaknesses. You want to build on those strengths, and you want to refine those weaknesses, work on them, and make them better. It doesn't mean that studying you means accepting every single thing that there is about you, whether it is good or bad. It simply means that, oh, the good, I am going to amplify it, and the bad, I am going to keep working on them. So do the work that is needed. Number three, prioritize your work with God. I cannot say this one enough. In fact, this is the foundation of the Borderless Tribe. Prioritize your work with God. And the reason I say this is that when you prioritize your work with God, you will get original blueprints. Please hear me and hear me well. If you prioritize your walk with God, He will show you things. He will reveal yourself to you. He will show you the next steps to follow. He will tell you how to get from point A to point B. Be in constant communication with your Maker, because the truth is, you do not know everything that God has planned, the way He has designed you. You don't even know the extent. Well, the Bible does reveal it, and that is one good place to start. The extent of what you carry. In times of fellowship, these things will be revealed to you. So prioritize your work with God and get original blueprints for your life. Remember, we're talking about how to stand out in 2026, right? So number 4 is taking action steps on the instructions that you have been given. Now, in the place of prayer, in times of worship, in the presence of God, you're going to receive explicit instructions. It is important that you're doing those things, you're acting on them, you're doing the things that God has set for you to do. Because many times when you don't do those things, you might not get the instruction for the next step. And the truth is, we may find ourselves circling the same spots, the same issues. It's almost like we're repeating stages or repeating processes, or a step or a particular step. You find that you're stuck in a particular place and it's like you're not moving, right? So a key to overcoming that repeated cycle of doing the same things over and over and not getting the results that you want to see is that you're taking action. You're taking action on whatever the Holy Spirit is ministering to your heart to do. Number 5 is to show up consistently in 2026. No starting and stopping, right? In 2026, if you start, you finish. It doesn't mean certain things have seasons. It does not mean that you do it. If you feel the urge that this is how far this is supposed to go, then you stop. But I have come to realize that many times when you start something, if that thing is supposed to continue, even when you're not sure of how it should continue, the Holy Spirit will always nudge you or always let you know what the next step would be. For instance, I have a program that I ran last year, and this year I knew it had to run differently. I was trying to figure out how to do it. And the more I meditated on it, the more the ideas came for how to go about it. And many times this is how it is with God. As long as you show up for that thing, God shows up for it. Honestly, if you're going to be there, if you show up, bring yourself to it. Sometimes when I'm even writing something or preparing a script for the YouTube channel, the moment I sit down, I may not even have the idea or be very clear on what I'm supposed to do. But the moment I show up and sit down at that spot and begin, The truth is that the flow begins. So your showing up is going to open that channel and open that portal for you to connect right with God, connect right with the heart of the Father, and he begins to transmit or begins to cause the information or cause whatever it is that you need for what you have to do to flow through you, towards you, and all of that until the purpose and his purpose is achieved. Here is a final reminder that 2026 is your year to show up, to win, to overcome, because the Lord is with you and he is your ever-present help in the times of trouble. If you're still on this channel and you're following me and you haven't given your life to Christ, to be honest, everything we're saying here will not work for you if you haven't done this. Jesus is the way and the only way, the truth and the life, and whoever comes to him must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. Now, this is your call to join us as believers on this channel, so that whenever we put these things to work, they begin to work for us. If this is you and you would like to join the family of God, I'd like you to click the link in the description and it will take you to a small confession that you're going to say. And once you have said this, I want you to believe and to know that God is with you. As you click on that and you say the prayer, after the prayer, there is another link at the bottom of the prayer. Please click on that link. We would like to get your information, talk with you, and help you figure out this walk with God. Thank you for watching. Bye, Tribers. See you in my next video.